Hello. I mean, hello. Greetings, evening, my audience. Good morning and evening, where I am. Early morning / nighttime. Now, I'm making a video of a review on... I should introduce myself. My name's Jake Allen Graham for my newcomers. It says so under my channel, my name. In case if when I am speaking this to you, the text misunderstand me. A lot of the times when I say Alan, for some reason, it comes out spelled wrong. Those who are just reading my text messages, my text scrolls, text in the bottom screen with the subtitles, it doesn't understand me always, the speaker, I guess. Hears me clearly, not always 100% clear. So, this is my review on, and my name is in the title of my channel. My name, my first, middle, and last title is in the title of my channel. My full legal name is how my name's spelled. First, last, and middle name. Jake Allen Graham. For my newcomers, just want to let you know. And, I'm making a video. Shit. What's happening? What's going on? Oh shit. Someone thought it was a good idea. Jackass thought it was a good idea to tangle everything back here and make it messy. Hold on. I gotta plug this in all again. I'm just going to untangle stuff. Hang on. Ah, shit. I'm all stuck. Hang on. My hand was a little stuck for a second. Okay. I forget what I'm going to review. But, if now. this video was tiring for me, so I broke up a sweat, unplugging stuff and plugging stuff back in and rearranging stuff. So I forget what I was going to talk about. So I'm going to have to think of something quick once I catch my breath. Oh yeah, I'll talk about the Spider-Man trilogy. This was Tobey Maguire did. I give the first two Spider-Man movies and the 2.1 cut of Spider-Man 2 a 6 out of 10 for a mediocre letdown. These movies were in Abominations mediocre, but perfectly watchable in Abominations bad. They were bad, mediocre Abominations that were memorable. Train wrecks of movies I didn't really enjoy that much. I kind of had more regrets than enjoyment watching these two Spider-Man from 2002 and 2004 sequel. Spider-Man 2 with Maguire. And that's why I give the first two Spider-Man movies a 6 out of 10, which Tobey Maguire starred in, directed by Sam Raimi. Since 2002, I haven't taken Sam Raimi's name, seal of approval quality. You know, since he's done Spider-Man after that, I haven't seen his name as seal of approval. I see like a, you know how like you know how I see Sam Raimi as the worst director ever, someone who's had good start, often point. But since 2002, he's become like one of the worst directors in history. It's like when you see a Sam Raimi film, expect something really stupid and retarded, and not fun, or smart, or clever. With like Spider-Man 1 and 2, or like his Doctor Strange sequel, Multiverse of Madness. Or like his stupid movie Drag Me to Hell PG-13 horror flick. Yeah, that was also a Sam Raimi directed movie. All of those ones I listed off. I hate all of those shit of fucking movies. Fuck. I just wish I didn't have something to watch that felt like I was getting dumber as I was watching, because my intelligence was dying out. I'm sorry, the shit that he directs in the first two Spider-Man movies rots my brain with his writing script. The story just rotted my fucking brain. And the love will they not, they bathe each other with MJ and Peter together. The cock teaser that should never them to be together until the third one, only to get them split up again. And the third movie out when they're finally together. And I just didn't care for that relationship with MJ and Peter. That cock tease relationship and being will they not be a thing. It was in the first two Spider-Man movies. That sucked. We had to wait to 2 installments till Spider-Man 3. The most hated one among the fan base. Is that because that's the only one that has them together? Maybe because this MJ, when they're together, they really suck. And the most toxic couple ever. MJ comes across to Peter. And Peter is this really Peter. This version of Peter has always been kind of a dumbass. So he's just being himself, trying to be compassionate, supportive of MJ. But MJ's just whining and bitching about how she's having harder than her. His life as Spider-Man is a lot not as hard as her life, blah, 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 blah. Oh, what a cunt. That needs to spit out her pity dick out of her mouth. That MJ needs to spit out her pity dick and move on. And listen to Vito's advice. And shut up. But in the third one, she's complaining before breaking up with Peter due to Harry's meddling, blackmail, or framing MJ's life or something, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? This happens after he recovers amnesia. And he becomes New Goblin again. And, I enjoy Spider-Man 3. I give it a 8 out of 10. 20 points above average. Although I never cared for the characters at all still. I just thought it was a fun visual spectacle that rotted my brain. And was at least fun to watch. Which is more like I say compared to the first two ones. I really regretted watching. Even the 2.1 cut I regretted watching. I wish I never seen them. But Spider-Man 3 wasn't bad, I thought. Yeah, I enjoyed Spider-Man 3 for what it was. 2 points above average. 2 points above average. That's an 8 out of 10. Is what it gets. Spider-Man 3. And Spider-Man 3 editor's cut I give a 8 out of 10 I've seen. It's basically the same movie, but just things got edited and shuffled around, blah, blah, blah. For the editor's cut. It's a shorter movie, though. Editor's cut. Not as good as the theatrical cut. I thought, personally. I like theatrical more than the editor's cut of Spider-Man 3. A lot. Even though I give both the same score. 8 out of 10. Editor's cut and theatrical cut of Spider-Man 3. And Spider-Man 2.1 and 2, known as, from 2004, Spider-Man 2 gets a 6 out of 10. The first one gets a 6 out of 10. And that's my thoughts on the Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire. I only like the third one. First Spider-Man movie I walked away not hating. But I ended up enjoying myself more than I expected. True, we got off to a rough patch with the first two Spider-Man movies, but the third one was a sign of better things to come with Spider-Man movies. There goes, like, the Andrew Garfield era. But that's for another video. So, I'm going to save that for a separate video for itself. Now I'm going to talk about Spider-Man trilogy that Tom Holland did within the MCU. The first 3 Spider-Man was Tom Holland's before a brand new day comes out. That's scheduled to come out. Spider-Man 4 Brand New Day is titled. Working title is going to be within the MCU content of Spider-Man 4. Is going to be. Tom Holland's going to play Spider-Man again supposedly one more time for a solo movie, or I don't know, or before they reset the universe, I guess, because so that'd be cool. So I wonder what the costume is going to wear. It's going to be the costume he got. Is what costume he's going to wear in the main costume he's going to wear in the Brand New Day movie, I wonder. Don't know. I haven't seen the trailer yet. Or promotional trailer yet, in it yet. I haven't heard any word amounts yet on YouTube yet. I'm a little behind on that. I haven't heard anything on that. or how far it's in development. So I don't know right now. But I'm kind of interested in it. The 4 Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland's. But I want to see the trailer till the trailer comes out. Then I might get invested. Start getting invested till I start getting invested, okay? Anyway, the first 3 Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland. Spider-Man 3 with Tom Holland's No Way Home gets a 6 out of 10. For mediocre. Cole Anvo lyric writing. Too many characters. I thought they kind of made Spider-Man dumb in this movie. And the writing was kind of dumb, like how they decided to kill off Aunt May. And put working jokes in there right before having her collapse to her wound and dealing after delivering the line, great power comes very responsible as delivered before iconic line delivered to Uncle Ben before this point. And they changed and they know that somehow they're just gonna make that a thing in the comics, 616 comics, that aren't they? Don't worry about that. You have to read this Spider-Man for the main timeline in this comics, you know? Spider-Man's been through enough dumb writing in the comics, okay? And this movie was dumb. The third outing with Tom Holland, I thought. Too many characters, too many stories to juggle with a shitload of characters was bringing the multiverse mess plot element. It was a bad move, I thought. Because once all the characters from all the multiverse start coming through, it just raised way too many questions, showing all that stuff of different villains come through the multiverse. And it's like weird that we don't see other Spider-Mans come through the multiverse besides other villains. Shouldn't other variants of Spider-Man as well as all variants of his past roles guy from multiverse can come through besides his 3 Spider-Mans? It's just like we're having multiverse collapse and no more Spider-Mans are coming through of variants. It doesn't make sense in the third act. It's stupid. Then Peter makes a list and all visuals is showing the multiverse collapsing because of what Peter did and tamper with the spell too much. It made his wish list way too big, and then he had made a new wish, made people forget about Peter Parker instead of Spider-Man identity. And that's how it ends, with him ending the movie on with the most iconic version of his costume from 616 comic book, with the webbings in his homemade and everything. And it ends on a pretty cool high note, that ending. But doesn't forgive the rest of this movie. This mediocre movie that was kind of a letdown. And just shit. I give the first 2 Tom Holland Spider-Man movies a 7 out of 10 for above average. Mediocre. In other words, above mediocre. 7 out of 10. Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home. First sequel to Spider-Man Homecoming. That's the one with Mysterio. This first one had the Vulture. I think the one with Mysterio might have the best villain and design costume in the trilogy that Tom Holland goes up against for Spider-Man. And I think the Vulture, he's a better villain than the Vulture. And I think he's not as good as Green Goblin to Doc Ock, Green Goblin, in Spider-Man 3 was Tom Holland's. However, I don't see that as Tom Holland's villain. He's from Maguire's franchise. So, Maguire's franchise had more better frightening looking villains than Tom Holland's franchise, sadly. Despite it being a little campy and cheesy at times and dumb. At times it had better villains that more mature villains that more impose a threat and kill people than what Tom Holland's villains did were more child's play. What they're guilty of. You know? Goes for Vulture and Mysterio. And even to both of the Shockers from Homecoming. And I wouldn't be surprised the same goes for Scorpion. After he made a cameo in Homecoming and did direct was the Vulture for a brief moment in prison. What happened to the Vulture? Oh, he got blipped to another reality thanks to the third installment of Spider-Man 3 with Tom Holland's into the events ending post-credit scene of Morbius. I looked it up. The post-credit scene of Morbius. I found out he wants to team up with Morbius, do some good. A guy team up with Morbius, the living vampire. Of course, that sounds stupid. Bring Keaton back to 616 universe and erase and Morbius from existence, at least the one played by Jared Leto, for making and kill him off by erasing him from within the multiverse. When you kill off the multiverse or something, whatever you're going to do in the last Avengers movie before you reboot everything, you know, that would be cool. Just do that, fix everything. That didn't hit home run marketing success for the audience, you know? That's all I think so. Spider-Man Trilogy with Maguire is meh. Shit. Not that great of a run, and neither was Tom Holland's run. Was Spider-Man. Kind of meh. Both of them. Trilogies with Spider-Man. Peter Parker's Spider-Man. One played by Maguire, other one played by Tom Holland. It was an MCU Canon 616 universe. These were letdowns. And these were kind of dumb letdowns. All three of them. Tom Holland's ones. And two of the Maguire ones. Third Maguire one surprised me. Enough to get an 8 out of 10. Black Suit Spider-Man was the best character in that movie. Stole the show for me. Even when he jazz danced. Numbered. For breakdancing jazz to dancing jazz. Numbered. That was funniest thing for me. And that's my review on what I thought on the Spider-Man trilogies was Maguire and Tom Holland's Spider-Man. So, that's my review on the Spider-Man trilogy with Tom Holland's and Tobey Maguire. Separate different trilogies within the Marvel multiverse. That Marvel 616 Studios created. And knowledge with Wolverine, Deadpool, Wolverine, and also Doctor Strange 2, and Endgame, and First Doctor Strange, and multiple times within series spin-offs. of their shows. So that's part of the multiverse, the Maguire trilogy. So that's my review on both Spider-Man trilogies, with Peter Parker as Spider-Man, played by two different actors. One Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and one's Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. I mean Tom Holland's Spider-Man, I meant to say. Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and the other one's Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Both are fucking letdowns to me. And that's Spider-Man and that's Peter Parker half. And so are the stories and the visuals. Could have been better. The third one, visuals for Spider-Man 3, 2007, with Maguire, were pretty top-notch for the time. And some of the visuals still hold up to this day, I think. The 2007 Spider-Man 3 flick visuals. I give that an 8 out of 10. That's why it's the best out of the bunch that I talked about in this video. I'm going to talk about the Andrew Garfield movies in a video, separate time after this video. Another day. Or another night after this night pass, after I upload this video. Whenever I do finish this video is when I upload it. Okay. That's my review on Spider-Man Trilogy with Tom Holland's and the Tobey Maguire trilogy of Spider-Man. The Homecoming Spider-Man trilogy and the Spider-Man trilogy, that the OG trilogy was Tobey Maguire started. They were fucking letdowns for me. I regretted watching these movies a lot. Except for Spider-Man 3, 2007. That was less entertaining of a flick. Did not make me feel drowsy, ever. Like, can't be say the same thing, probably can't be said for the other Spider-Man movie I talked about in this video. They made me feel like I was on NyQuil. Feeling NyQuil effects. And I'm about to fall asleep from NyQuil. Is what it felt like. Watching these Spider-Man movies, exception of Spider-Man 3, 2007, was starring Tobey Maguire, directed by Sam Raimi. The only good one that Sam Raimi made of a Marvel flick. And that counts Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. That movie was lame. Spider-Man 3 is his best comic book movie he's ever directed in his life, I think. Sam Raimi. So that's my thoughts on the trilogy that was Spider-Man. I both did both trilogies in this video. Hit the like video. Feel free to comment below or don't comment below. And subscribe to grow my subscribers. Hit the like button. Goodbye. Subscribe. Night. Evening, goodbye.